So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. We have a big problem. We have a very big problem in our society. It is too big. You might not appreciate the magnitude of the problem that we have. This enormous problem didn't start today. It has been cemented from many years of practice and normalizing. So it cannot be undone in 1 year, not in 10 years. So we must keep speaking up about it and doing the work, not just speaking up, doing the work in our homes to reverse this damage. Because when a society is damaged, it shows that the families are damaged too, because society doesn't fall from the heavens. It doesn't migrate from Mars. Society is simply a cluster of families. So this decay in our society is a reflection of the decay in the families. And one of the ways that you can measure the moral temperature of any society is by looking at what it celebrates, what it rebukes, by looking at who we honor, who we excuse, who we silence, and who we protect, who we shame. It is that simple. That shows the moral temperature of any society. A few days ago, I told us the story of actor Olanrewaju James Omiyinka, popularly known as Baba IJESHA, and the child molestation case. Alleged to have molested the baby from the age of seven, including the allegation of inserting his car key into her vagina. And then he came back when that baby, that traumatized baby, was around 14. He came back to continue from where he stopped. And he was caught in broad daylight on camera. I played the tape for everyone to see. And then after he was caught, he knelt down to beg and openly confess to his atrocities, blaming the devil.
Why did you do this to me?
Hold on.
Why would you molest a 7-year-old?
He was arrested. And next, remember, look at the layers of confirmation, the account of the child herself. There was a clear CCTV footage where he was caught in the act. There was the apology and voluntary confession that he made. And then the case went to the police. Before prosecution just goes to court, there is an office called the Office of the Public Prosecution. And it is headed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, because the office understands that some people might want to initiate a malicious case or a flimsy case. So the DPP, which is the Director of Public Prosecution, will first review the file, review the case, and confirm that a prima facie case exists. A prima facie case means it is not an entire verdict of, oh, this person is guilty, but there is more than substantial and, more than circumstantial evidence to show that this crime may have happened and is what's being heard by a court. So the DPP reviewed Baba IJESHA's case and file, reviewed the magnitude of the evidence, and established that, no, there is a prima facie case that this man has to go and answer. And the case was filed. There was the trial of first instance at the High Court, a whole High Court, not a magistrate court though. A magistrate court might deal with a lower, kind of offense. It was a High Court judge, not a magistrate court magistrate, that heard the case. And after months of trial, a senior High Court judge. Do you know what it takes to be a judge appointed in a High Court? That person, that judge must have, although the book said 10 years, but in practice, that judge should have had about 15 to 25 years of active legal practice and experience. That was the caliber and the pedigree of the judge that heard Baba IJESHA's case. And after reviewing all the evidence, the examination and cross-examination and final addresses and all the steps it takes to arrive at a conviction, the judge found Baba IJESHA guilty of those offenses and convicted him. Now that was a verdict at the first instance. Baba IJESHA appealed that conviction to a higher court, to a more superior court, a court of higher jurisdiction, a whole court of appeal. Do you know what the court of appeal hears? A whole court of appeal. The court of appeal is not just one justice that hears a case in the court of appeal. Oh. It is at least 3 justices. I didn't say judges though, because the judges at the court of appeal are even more superior to the high courts. They are called justices, just like you have justice of the Supreme Court. So we have magistrate courts. The people that hear there are called magistrates. We have high courts. The people that hear there are called judges. Then we have the court of appeal. The caliber of legal luminaries there are called justices of the court of appeal. And at least 3 mature justices hear the case. And these 3 justices reviewed Baba IJESHA's case and still confirmed the conviction of the lower court and say, we have seen all the evidence, and they reaffirmed the conviction. Double review. And then when he saw that there was no running away from this, it is clear he had no option but to go and serve his prison sentence. And then he went to jail and served time for sexually assaulting a baby. And he came out and was registered as a sex offender. I don't want to come here and start telling you what the implications of being a registered sex offender. You can go and read it on your own. And after all of this, some degenerates, both men and women, still came with all of this evidence and all of these judges and all of these layers of conviction and all of this proof, even the life confession. Some degenerates, men and women, still came to insist that he was set up. One mentally challenged species said that princess is not a saint. Princess herself, is she a saint? So if princess is not a saint, does it erase what the man had done, what Baba IJESHA did? Is it a competition of saints and sinners? Another cognitively impaired creature even said that it was a movie, that Baba IJESHA thought he was acting movie. A movie with no cast, no crew, no camera. Indeed, I tell you, many are mad, but only a few are roaming. I pour spit on you. Poor. Some people were so emotional, were so hot by the support that this man was getting, despite everything, that they started laying curses on the children of those people. Your children, I don't believe in a child suffering for the sins of their parents. It is those parents that will get the brunt. And it's even the women I pity more. Because women, there's no escape for us. We can still be victims of these things. Even at the age of 80, there's some women, there's some great-grandmothers that armed robbers have invaded and raped 80-year-old women. So when it comes to personal experience of these kinds of things, we don't have expiry dates. It can happen to us at any time. So continue. Openly throw support for a convicted pedophile against all clear evidence. I've assigned a member of my staff to just weed off and block such people, because I don't need such subscribers and views. I can be diplomatic, but when it comes to speaking about kids and people that hurt children, I do not care to be diplomatic. So you do not have to worry about such degenerates. They will be blocked off. They don't have any place here. If those are the only people that are subscribed to me, it's better for me to have 0 subscribers than to have a pedophile or a pedophile apologist here as a subscriber. No, I'm not just focused about money. I also have principles that guides me as a human being. So I don't need such views, because you see, there are some offenses that even the most hardened criminals understand are beyond the line. Even in prisons, amongst killers, drug cartel members, armed robbers, kidnappers, and some of the people who have done the most brutal things in the world. People who come in for hurting babies and causing harm to children are treated with the greatest form of disgust, and they are terribly dealt with even inside prison. That tells you that in sinner crimes, even people who have committed terrible crimes can still recognize that harming a child is a different level of evil, but not in some of the societies that we live in. A society that turns around and celebrates somebody convicted in a case involving sexually molesting a defenseless child. That society is finished. A few days ago, the OONI's palace released an official press statement through its senior media officer. Now, before I read that statement, for those who may not understand the gravity of this, the OONI of IFE is not an ordinary traditional title. The OONI is one of the most respected and symbolic stools in Yoruba land and of course in Nigeria. Ile-Ife, of course, I did Yoruba in secondary school, don't try me. Ile-Ife is regarded by the Yoruba people as the source, the cradle of Yoruba civilization. So the person sitting on that throne carries very deep cultural, spiritual, and social influence. I do not know which position is seen as more superior. Is it the OONI of Ife or the Alafi of Oyo? Let us know down in the comment section which of the two positions is considered more superior amongst the Yorubas. If you're Yoruba, let me know down in the comment section, enlighten us. So, the OONI's voice carries weight. His palace carries weight. His public gestures carry weight. When the OONI receives somebody, blesses somebody, honors somebody, it is more than a casual interaction. It is a cultural approval. Now, let us hear what that OONI's palace published. And before I do, if you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're not a pedophile, please, pedophiles, don't subscribe. Or pedophile apologists, don't subscribe. Zuzupo, brozuomogi, poor, please. If you are normal and don't subscribe to hurting children, please subscribe and join us here. There is so much you're gonna learn. Let us read what the OONI's palace published as an official statement. Header: OONI receives actor Baba IJESHA, gives him brand new car and honorary title. The statement: the OONI of Ife, OONI Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, has honored popular Nollywood actor and comedian Olenrewaju James Omiyinka with a brand new car and an honorary traditional title. Chai! This is like a dream. I can't believe this is happening in real life, in a country. The actor, popularly known as Baba IJESHA, was received by the OONI at the ancient Ile Odua Palace in Ile-Ife, where the OONI celebrated him, his wife, Mrs. Folashade Tokunbo Omiyinka, and their newborn son. As part of the royal gesture, the OONI presented the actor with a brand new car and conferred on him the honorary title of Baba Awade Konge. Is it that the OONI does not know? He knows. Can you see what we're talking about? Let's read up. The royal father also presented the couple with a treasured traditional attic as a symbolic gift marking their matrimonial union and the birth of their son, King Kaga Omiyinka. The OONI congratulated the family and prayed for lasting peace, prosperity, and divine guidance in their home, while encouraging the actor to continue projecting the rich cultural heritage of Ile-Ife and the Yoruba race through his crafts. Baba IJESHA, a native of Ile-Ife in Osun State, expressed appreciation to the OONI for the rare honor, describing the monarch's gesture as a memorable blessing that would remain cherished by his family. Signed, Sadiq Lawal, Senior Media Officer, OONI's Palace. Alchemy of Shame, Shame of Thrones, Squid Shame, Lord of Shame, Mortal Shame Bat, The Last Shame Bender, Shame Bombs, The Walking Shame, Wakanda Shame River, The Hunger Shame, Game of Shames, The Fast and the Shameless. Less than 6 months after serving jail time for felony convictions involving sexually abusing a minor. Kai. Can you see that we are in big trouble? Some people don't understand the enormous significance of what has just happened. I have never seen anything like this before. What sort of national embarrassment is this? The person who exposed this evil was attacked, blackmailed, shamed, ostracized. Attempts were made on her life, while the one who was convicted for molesting a minor is given national honors from one of the most powerful traditional officers in the country, one of the most powerful traditional rulers of the country. What does this teach young boys? What does it teach our sons? What does it teach our children who are watching and observing? It's simple. It teaches them that you can commit serious atrocities, and instead of society treating it with the seriousness that it deserves, you are welcomed back with gifts, with titles, and with public honor. It teaches our daughters that there is no safety or protection for them, that society does not frown heavily on people who take advantage of them. I mean, this is just the UNI of IFE. The Baba IJESHA has been going from one powerful person to get endorsement after the other. The other time, just a few hours ago, he was with MC Oluomo, who is a political figure not only in Lagos but in Nigeria. Tinubu's boy, that's another person who gave endorsement to him. Now, nobody is saying that Baba IJESHA should be killed. Nobody is saying that he has no right to rebuild his life after serving his sentence. But there is a very big difference between allowing somebody to reintegrate responsibly into society and publicly decorating them like a hero who just got back from national service. That kind of public honor sends a very dangerous message to our society. It tells victims that their pain can be swept aside once the offender is popular enough. It tells children that society will not protect them. It tells young boys that accountability na scam, that fame, money, and connections can wash everything away. Mercy is important, rehabilitation is good, but public honor must be earned with deep accountability, with remorse, with some time. You cannot offend society terribly in a manner involving a child and then be celebrated by key figures in the society immediately as though nothing happened. That does not heal society. It pours spit on the victims. It damages public morality, and I find it very unbecoming, very unfortunate, and very, very unacceptable that such a thing had to happen, and that Baba IJESHA is getting platformed in such a manner in our society. It is a big shame. Very, very, very big shame. Let us get your thoughts down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you are new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching us without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Not pedophile. When I say drop your thoughts, I don't mean pedophile justification thoughts. I beg. And stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget to join our premium channel, our exclusive channel, where I create special videos for us on love, life, marriage, and all of that. Everything that will help us to be well-grounded, solid versions of ourselves. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see us in our next one. For now, bye.